What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and we are talking about the UFC 258 title main event between Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Burns. This fight is huge. This is for the welterweight championship of the world. These guys are former training partners. They've trained together for a serious period of time. I mean, they've supposedly done at least 200 rounds of sparring with one another. Gonna be interesting. Two guys that kind of know each other's games extraordinarily well at this point. How is it going to work out when they get inside of the cage? Who has the advantage? As far as the wrestling goes, obviously Kamaru Usman has the advantage there. Very high level wrestling, very good control against the cage and the clinch. He's doing that to most guys. If you look at Gilbert Burns, though, he does have better Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, very high level black belt. But at the end of the day, Kamaru Usman does have the wrestling that I feel can cancel Gilbert Burns' jiu-jitsu. Potentially, though, if Usman were to attempt a takedown, he could be in a possible bad situation with Gilbert Burns defending or shooting for a submission, or even Gilbert Burns on his back could be a bad position for Kamaru Usman. I think Usman probably wants to keep this fight against the cage in the clinch or standing striking. Gilbert Burns, though, pretty good kickboxer, knockout win of Damian Maia, hurt Tyron Woodley bad in their last fight. It's a tricky matchup. I mean, Gilbert Burns was a guy that was really supposed to be, a hot prospect, title contender, and it didn't look like he was getting there, but he's been on an absolute tear. He's moved up to welterweight and has become a new fighter, and he looks excellent. And he's fighting Kamaru Usman for the title now. He is the very much due #1 contender. He deserves this fight. I think when they get in there, it is a competitive fight. I think it probably goes the course of the 5 rounds. I think Kamaru Usman, slightly more control as far as the clinch. I think he's probably going to do some damage there. Maybe some boxing from the outside. I don't know if this will be the most entertaining fight of all time. I will say if Gilbert Burns is able to win this fight, I could see it being potentially more entertaining because he would probably have to land some big strikes to keep Kamaru Usman off of him, at least in the clinch goes. And if they do go to the ground, Burns needs to shoot up submission attempts, and he needs to make Usman feel threatened. But the reach advantage significantly in the favor of Usman, height advantage, wrestling advantage, and maybe even the pure power advantage and explosiveness. I'm going to come out of Usman to win this fight by a hard-fought unanimous decision. Now, the betting odds currently, they are here, and they are sitting at Usman -275 to Burns at a +235 underdog. They're going to vary amongst the betting sites just around those odds. Personally, I like Usman. I like a decision win. I think he does defend the title, and he's a dominant champion. Whether you're a fan of Usman or not, whether you're a fan of his style or not, he is very skilled at what he does, and he's successful inside of the octagon with it, and I give him his due respect. Kamaru Usman should win here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Stay tuned for some other videos talking about fights on this card, and I will see you all in the next video.